can see it. There's still vetch over there. We did parsnips. We did turnips, or we did lots of things. Turnip greens, 8 different things. Winter rye, winter wheat. Anyway, we did a bunch of stuff. So that field is looking better. But eventually we'll be able to cut hay over there and feed the animals hay in the wintertime over here.
Yeah,
so we have rabbits. We have 3 rabbits. One's about to pop tonight. So we put them together about a month ago, and one doesn't look like she's having any, and the other one, she's got a big bed ready. We've got her box in there, and Tim said now suddenly she's got fur. So we think she's going to pop tonight. And then we have 10 hens, which I lose hens, here and there I lose hens.
Hawks.
Yeah, not the hawks as much as I think a raccoon. I know a raccoon got one because I caught her.
Wow.
I caught this big mama raccoon killing one of my hens. She didn't kill it, but she almost did, and it died. So we've got a hen house, but the raccoons can climb over the fence. Every time they've gotten all my chickens before, twice they've got every single one at one time. It's been a mama and 2 dogs somebody dropped off, were so skinny and so hungry and underfed, they killed all my animals. I had taken my granddaughter and got back at 9, went to close them, and they were all dead, every single one. So they got them that day. And then that was the coyotes. The coyotes got them that time, because they'll come at dusk.
Right.
But so now I have fences, because twice dogs have gotten my chickens.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't keep doing this. So
you
now
said something about rotating chickens through here too.
Yes.
Like chicken tractor and
you can you can either do an eggmobile, and that's what
Justin Rhodes.
Justin Rhodes and Joel Salatin. Or you can just do chickens, where you run in your baby chicks and run them through. Or just do chickens, big chickens that lay eggs. I'm most likely I'm not gonna raise a lot of my own chicken, because I can buy that easily from other people who are raising farm-raised chickens. But I do want the eggs. So I'll probably run my chickens after them, because then
you want the benefits of the chickens going through here too.
They push all the manure everywhere.
Yeah, and they
get the worms out of it.
Exactly.
Yep, get the worms, the larvae, and
all
that.
Problems that are caused by single livestock rolling through are eliminated by having multiple livestock.
Exactly. So, and I've been reading about it. I mean, I've been a gardener since I was 18. That's it. Never really had animals, any of that. So I'm having to learn as I go. And most of us do, because we've lost all that. My parents didn't do any of that. They didn't even have a garden. They tried once, but it just failed. They didn't care anything about it. And so bought all our stuff from the grocery store. So, and the other thing I want to do here is make it a teaching farm for our local schools. Have you been to Camp McDowell? So they have 40 or 80 acres up there. I can't remember.
Where is Camp McDowell?
It's in Winston County.
Up above Jasper.
Yeah, it's the other side of Jasper. And
Rode by there Friday.
Yeah. Are you going?
I went right by there Friday.
Yes.
I went fishing off my motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just thinking, you're talking my language. We've lost all that. I don't know how to fish.
No, we've lost every bit of it. So Camp McDowell is really cool, because they've got a teaching farm there. They've got young people who live there 24/7. I guess they get vacation or a day off every so often, but they basically live there, and kids come from Monday to Wednesday, and another group comes from Wednesday to Friday. I think it's $150 for 3 days. They do all kinds of projects before they come, then they do projects while they're there, and then they study afterwards about what they've done in their classrooms. And it's all based on the science curriculum for the state, and they have a blast. They feed the pigs, they collect the eggs, they're
outdoors doing it.
They make garden beds, they get in the greenhouse, they plant stuff. They made a ramp for the goats to get up on their goat house. That was one of the projects. So they do all kinds of really cool stuff there. Well, a lot of our kids this far west, or east, can't get over there, and it's expensive for $150 for 3 days. So I thought, I could do a daytime farm here. Just come in the day and go back the same day. I'm not going to have anybody spend the night.
That's
but at
good
least,
for you, good for them.
Yeah, at least have them be able to come for a field trip day and do some of this stuff and see what happens, and teach them that this is the way we need to live. A lot more than packed in huge cities.
At least have them caring about the land
exactly
more, if nothing else.
Understanding, the cycles and how you get no inputs and stuff like that. Everybody thinks, even Tim says you can't make any money on a farm. And I'm like, some people are doing it. He doesn't believe it. So this is our zone 2, I guess. Zone 1 is right up there by the house. You know, we got a little bed up there for our greens. This is zone 2, which is where you have things that are easy to get to. And I guess...
But don't need daily attention.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm doing that right. But anyway, then zone 3, 4, and 5. 5, of course, are all the trees. And zone 3, I guess, are the fields where your animals run. I don't know what zone 4 is. Anyway. So this is, you know, we've been working on doing permaculture here.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it's slow because I didn't really know about permaculture when I started. And these trees.
Who you listening to? What were you reading
lots
about?
of stuff. I mean, you know, Ed Mollison and the guys who started permaculture. I've got their books. I've had them for years. So I've been reading that stuff. I mean, I listen to podcasts, and I mean, all these years I've been gradually doing stuff. I go to. Have you heard of SAWG? It's SSAWG. It's a Southeastern Sustainable Agricultural Working Group.
Okay.
And so they have in the southeast from like, I don't know if Virginia's involved, but North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, all the way to Texas. I think Oklahoma is involved, but the southeast, it's they have it every year in a different place in January. So I went to that for several years, and then this year we went to Mother Earth instead, and then I go to an herb conference, and so I'm trying to learn about herbs, you know, what to plant and perennials and all that stuff. So it's just, it takes a while.
Yeah.
But this is our little piece of heaven. I mean, it's like a bowl right here, and nobody bothers us. And we do have the road. We didn't realize there was rush hour, you know, in the morning and in the afternoon. But otherwise, there's nothing on it, you know, hardly.
Well, you got that nice thick edge right there to temper it.
Exactly, and that's helped a lot. When we first got here, Tim was building the barn. You could see everything here. And people would park on the other side of the road and just watch him.
I bet.
They thought I was
That may have been me.
They thought I was the vet coming to town. Then they found out, oh, she's going to be the doctor. You know. So anyway, but these were our hugelkultur mounds we were trying around the trees to get the ground a little bit more, you know, hold water better. Right. We had bad drought, and that's also wasn't my fault. That was another reason we lost so many of our trees. When we planted them, I couldn't water them all. Yeah. You know, and they literally cracked. You know, their trunks cracked. So a lot of it really was the drought that helped. Yeah. But you'll see the trunks. That one I think is a little cracked, and it may die eventually. I may be able to heal it if I pull some
stuff. I got to get back down to Ebro because it's supposed to rain this weekend down there, but I just planted 50 trees probably.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot more intensely. Mom's got 1 acre down there.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to take all the pines off of it and put something you can eat on it.
We had no water when we moved here. So my blueberries, you can see it right down. I don't know if you can tell what blueberries look like, but they're right down there by that faucet. There's 9 blueberry plants.
He's already a blueberry farmer. He does really well with blueberries.
We planted 3 times.
They look like they're doing great.
Yeah, but that was the third try.
Really?
The first time we had no water, so they died. So the second time was pretty much the same thing. We didn't have a faucet. So the third time we put a faucet in, then it started raining. Didn't even use the faucet to water them. But I also planted in the fall instead of in the spring. And the roots got established in the winter somewhat better.
What kind of blueberries you got down there?
4 different varieties. Okay. And I'd have to remember all the names.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
They taste like blueberries, I bet.
Huh?
I said, I bet they taste like blueberries.
Yeah. I just planted 15 more down at the tiny house, and I'll show you that. My son-in-law helped me do that last fall, and they came from a local blueberry farm. That's the first place I want to put on AgriShare. You know, give them a farm page. And I was going to do it last year and year before, but we just never were able to. I didn't know how to use a camera and all that good stuff. But anyway, I bought blueberries from her, so they're very local to this area. So and they've done great. They're already looking good. So I'm like, okay, I think we'll do better this time. But I think I buried them a little too deep, so I'm going to pull the dirt back next weekend or in the next couple of weeks from around them to make sure. Because he said any woody plant does not need to have dirt all the way up around its, you know. So, and we may even be mulching those a little bit too heavy, so I'm going to pull the mulch back some and just have it in the, you know, in the drip lines and the. So we'll see. You just live and learn. I'm telling you. You know, you learn. You lose things and you learn. You know how to do it, and
you get it right. You just duplicate that 1,000 times,
and you keep talking to people, and that's the whole reason for AgriShare. It's just because I want people. I'm just as green as everybody else, and I wanted it for me. I wanted that website so I could get people on there and consolidate,
Right.
all the knowledge, so we could. It's not so spread out.
To find out more about sustainable living, permaculture, organic farming, and healthy living, join us at agroshare.com and become part of our community and share your knowledge and learn from others. See you there.